Yes, Mushfiq Al-Fazil.
Thank you, Mr. Farhan. Just I will supplement my colleague as he said this current situation on Bangladesh. From this podium, many times you said, and the Secretary General, the urging for inclusive and participatory election. But with this verdict of the main opposition, Begum Khaleda Zia, do you think still there is a hope to hold a free, fair, and credible election, inclusive election in Bangladesh? One. Second question is, Bangladesh, do you think the role of law in currently Bangladesh prevailing, the role of law is established because the Chief Justice forced to leave the country, and the role of law is, the judiciary is very controversial. So what is your comment about this verdict on main opposition, Begum Khaleda Zia and her son, Tariq Rahman?
Well, as I just mentioned, we're just monitoring what the latest developments regarding this verdict are, and we expect that we'll say something more once we've evaluated the situation. It's too early to judge what impact this will have. But yes, we do continue to call for an inclusive and democratic process in the country. Yes. Before we get to him, are there any questions for me? Yes, please.
This is Imran Ansari. I would like to draw your attention to Bangladesh. You may know that former Prime Minister of Bangladesh and key opposition leader Begum Khaleda Zia was jailed for 5 years for corruption. After her verdict, tens of thousand people come to the street to protest. And against this political motivated verdict, police imposed 144 and used live bullet to demolish this protest. Thousands of opposition activists being arrested as per the media report. You may know that general election will be held this upcoming December, and political expert already told to the media after his verdict, it is the process to eradicate Begum Khaleda Zia and her son Tariq Rahman from the general election. In this connection, what types of initiative taken by Secretary General, and could he send any special envoy to Bangladesh to resolve the political crisis?
Well, first of all, we only recently received the reports concerning the arrest and the subsequent events. We're monitoring what the events are on the ground, and we will react accordingly. We would, of course, be concerned about any reports of violence, and at this point, we call on all sides to maintain calm, and we expect to have a further reaction after we've evaluated the situation further. You, and then you.
Thanks a lot. I wanted to first to follow up on Bangladesh. I mean, you'd said this arrest took place some time ago, and various countries have put out already travel warnings. So I'm wondering, at a minimum, does the UN with its country team there, have they taken note of what's taking place in the street?
I've told you what I've got on that.
And given that there's live fire, you say very recently DPKO put out a statement thanking Bangladesh for its peacekeepers, and I'm sure they've done great work, but there's been repeated issues of abuses by the security forces, or seeming abuses, killing of civilians, use of live fire on protesters. Can you describe what vetting goes on, and the recent spate of these thank you messages put out by DPKO? Are they in any relation to the vetting process that's going on, or issues that have arisen in various delegations, contingents of peacekeepers?
All peacekeepers are vetted to make sure that they have not engaged in any practices that involve the violation of human rights, and we go through that on a country-by-country basis.
And so have there been any Bangladesh peacekeepers blocked in the last 5 years, given the events in the country in which units by name have taken place in crackdowns on their own civilians?
We raise all concerns with any particular members of incoming peacekeeping troops with the troop contributing country to make sure that no one is deployed who does not meet our standards.